concept of street pastors patrolling London at night and offering help, support and prayer to those in need began in 2003 and is an initiative of Ascension Trust. Although beginning on the streets of London, there are now more than 300 towns and cities around the UK who have a street pastor team operating in them. Street pastors go out and through the city centres from evening until the early hours of the morning, 1 or 2 nights per week. They offer reassurance, safety and support through listening, caring and helping, working together with other partners to make communities safer. Since 2007, Robes has provided shelter for those who find themselves homeless in and around Southwark and Lambeth. The shelters, which are open 7 nights a week, are hosted by more than 30 churches in those areas. They can offer homeless people a warm bed for the night, a cooked dinner and breakfast, plus endless compassion and companionship. They also do all they can to help each guest to rebuild their lives through specialist advice and support. They are run by volunteers from each church participating. Spinnaker Trust supports primary schools by providing regular opportunities for children to engage with Christianity and enhance their spiritual and moral education. That's the first part of their mission statement, but it doesn't cover all the work that they have been engaged in over the last 25 years. They now operate in over 100 schools in London and the South East. Even before the coronavirus epidemic, Spinnaker was providing online resource packs for RE and assemblies, covering everything that they do in prayer. But because of COVID and their continuing inability to physically enter schools, their work of supporting children and staff has continued, and these online resources are invaluable. Vegans is a 149-year-old charity that has continually delivered care to children and families. The basis of this care is counselling children and providing parent support, intervention and training. It is motivated by Christian faith and provides a full range of professional counselling services in their centres and in schools throughout London and the South East. The London office is situated in the basement of our church, plus there is another room there for counselling. They run counselling courses plus help and advice sessions on their website. The weekly parent, carer and toddler group has been held in our church for many years. Glenn Miles joined St Stephen's Church in 1983 when he began his training as a nurse at St Thomas's Hospital. Since then, he has continued his education at various places, lately at Swansea University, where he was awarded a PhD on childhood studies. His time in Cambodia, working with Tear Fund, Love 146 and Chap Dai, covered 15 years, and St Stephen's supported him then as now. He is widowed and has 3 children plus a grandson. He is currently engaged in teaching and research and is the principal of Freedom Resource International, as well as a senior researcher at UP International and a research associate at Oxford Centre for Mission Studies. Anne Granger continues her missionary work in Pita in Guinea, where she supports the work of her local church, the school and the prison, whilst ministering to the local Pearl community. They await the arrival of the new pastor Robert and his family, and have just said goodbye after a number of years to Soji and his family, who move on to minister in Conakry. She asks for prayers for both families as they settle into new communities and surroundings. Their church school, Lumière du Monde, still lacks the finances needed for building the 3 new classrooms. Anne says this: "Pray that the blockage is removed, as nothing yet has come in. Only the 2 senior classes are back finishing the school year, so what we have is sufficient. Come November, the primary school recommences, a new senior class, when the added classrooms will be needed. Please pray." St Stephen's Church has recently started to support the Global Inspiration Foundation in Nigeria. Its aim is to improve the health and well-being of people with learning disabilities and difficulties, and others less privileged there. The funding we provided has been used to support widows and their children who do not have family support with their everyday needs. Relight Africa Ministry, based in Ghana, trains committed and teachable lay preachers and Bible study leaders. Our connection is through the Reverend Yao Boma, who spent time at St Stephen's Church when he was a student at Cornwall Bible College.